Hello everybody, Zeff here with ZeffsTrading. Hope you guys are doing well today, August 21st, 2024. This will be our chart listen and recap of the ES Future 2000 Tick Chart for today. Pretty decent trading day. Not too many bad setups. There's quite a few. We got a lot more than the last 2 days, so that's pretty decent. Very low volume day again, though it feels like things kind of were moving slow. It seemed like so. That's a little annoying, but nonetheless, it's not too bad of a day. A little bit of a pause as well after the rally for the daily chart, so again, to be expected. That being said, though, we have a few trades here. Right after market open, we have a really nice first entry, second entry long, right at the key entry point, and price is holding above the 21 EMA here. Pretty decent signal bar, closing on its high up here, as we can see, with plenty of room up to the previous two swing highs as well. You do get a follow-up with a nice higher low here as well. Do you have enough room? Yeah, I mean, you could have, added on to another contract. You could have also just scalped out after your two, re-enter, and get four. So quite a few things to do there. So I think that one's actually worth mentioning for a nice higher low. The other way I saw it was counting from our swing low, first entry, second entry short, failure as well right here, and good trap going higher, plenty of room up again to the swing high. Moving along here, you can see we are making higher lows, higher low, higher low, and higher low. So making also higher highs. So you're again go with the trend here as we can see, and you have a really nice first entry, second entry long. This is a double bottom matching bars here as we can see. Not the best signal bar, but overall the context wise it looks pretty good. And with this, you are into the swing high, so you do got to be careful. There's room up to the previous swing, which was this breakout here. This thing does go quite a bit higher. And then after that, we get a move down. After our attempt to touch the previous day's high, move down, sells off. Kind of just goes back to this fair value gap, as we can see on the bottom here. Rallies up, goes sideways. Really nothing in here that I see. Then we get a really nice strong trend up with our break new high. And then we get a textbook lower high after our initial move is done here. So I like this setup a lot. Great signal bar as well with plenty of room to the EMA. This thing sells all the way off here, as we can see with our break, and we kind of get a triple test here, 1, 2, and 3. You are at a major pivot point here, which is support. This one is a lot of risk to take on here. So if you can enter this one with a limit order, I think that's worth taking for that triple test. That would be the only way I would enter this, though. Moving along here, as we can see with this new break and attempt for a low here, we get a move up. Again, higher low. You do get a first entry, second entry short failure here. This one's pretty tempting to take, but again, a lot of risk on this one. So I think you got to pass on that. As you can see, it kind of just gets pretty messy and congested here. This one right here is definitely tempting to take. I think it's just too congested overall. You don't know, it's just going to sell off. You kind of do see a first entry, second entry short, even though it makes a new bottom. It is making lower lows. It's basically just a contraption squeezing pattern is kind of what's going on here. So, if you're using discretion and you can get in, I mean, it's a lot of risk to take as well. So I think overall, just passing on this is tempting to take, but I think overall just passing on this is better. We get a huge sell-off here, tries to break out of the trading range. It fails, and then you get a really nice first entry, second entry short, and then it fails to go lower. Good signal bars right here. Nice, a lot of green bars closing up on their highs, trapping those short traders, and this thing takes off. Gets a really nice uptrend going here. Unfortunately, it goes sideways, and you do get a first entry, second entry long, third entry long. Nothing really here to get into. I mean, maybe this one right here, but horrible signal bar. So I think you just unfortunately have to pass. It makes an attempt to break above the previous day's high, but it fails, and then you get a really nice A, B, and C, and a first entry, second entry long, good signal bar, plenty of room back up to the outside bar and the previous swing high, so I think that one's worth taking. After that, you do get a first entry, second entry short failure. As you can see, it's holding above the EMA here quite nicely, so this is also a good first entry, second entry short failure. And try to enter with a limit order here is good. You would have to take on initial, a little more risk than usual, but you can always trail it after a nice big green bar here. Get a really big, just one move up, sells off, and then you get another first entry, second entry long. It's a failure here. I didn't like this in real time, bad signal bar overall. Then you kind of get this little correction here, and you get a first entry goes higher, second entry short. This one was so much risk to take on. Again, another, almost 5-point bar with, who knows, 5 ticks to the downside. It's tempting to take. It does go lower, but I think overall you got to pass. Tries to go all the way lower here, kind of just, I think this goes to, is this 50% or more than 50%? Yeah, it goes to the 618 here. And then this kind of where it comes to the end of the day. You get a first entry, second entry short, failure, never triggers above the outside bar. Test this, and it just does this move up, sideways, move up, sideways, move up, sideways. And there's really nowhere to get in for the remaining of those last, hour and a half. So that's kind of how it was for today. Kind of hard read on the market overall. A lot better trades in the beginning, I would say. I think that's just kind of how it's going to be this week, though, with it being just so many big green days closing on their highs. Time for the market to cool off for a bit, and it usually becomes harder to trade. But anyways, that's how I saw the market for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this chart review, and I'll see you guys next time.